All right, we are live on YouTube. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Glad you could all join me here tonight on this Friday night for a very brief show where I have some thoughts to share. Before we get to all of that, well, first of all, the day this is happening live is Friday, October 7th, 2022. If you're watching this down the road on the replay, please stick around because I'm going to be sharing some very, heartfelt information here that may be able to help you handle similar situations that you may encounter down the road. But before we get to all of that, let me just make sure that the YouTube notification has gone out. Should be going out any second right now. The back end of YouTube seems to be rolling smoothly. Where is the notification? Well, let me make sure I'm on the right account here. I am on the right account. Okay, I don't know if a notification is going to go out or not because some crazy things happened today. But regardless, we should be live. Let me make sure. Information here that may be able to help you handle similar situations that you may encounter down the road. Okay. Yeah, we are live. And again, I don't think an actual notification is going to go out. I've been doing a bunch of streams lately, and YouTube limits you to 3 notifications per 24-hour period. So hopefully people will see this in their feed or catch the replay. But that's okay. Not a big deal. I've got some great thoughts to share with you folks here tonight. And I'm just going to go ahead and get right to it. And if people join late, they can always go back and watch the replay. So the title of this stream tonight is You Learn from Your Mistakes, Even on YouTube. And one more time, you learn from your mistakes, even on YouTube. If you're new here, you're probably not going to understand half of what I mentioned. If you've been a part of my network for a while, I've been doing this for 5.5 years full-time between several channels. I started on YouTube full-time about 5.5 years ago and went through a breakup back in those days, shut down that channel, came back 3 months later. This was almost 4 years ago. And I started a new channel. And then I started this channel. So this is my second channel, Coach Eli 2 Authentic Live Streams. It used to be called Coach Eli 2 Uncensored Live Streams. But now that it's monetized, I wanted to really, clean it up and make it a totally professional live streaming channel. My other channel that I started after I shut down my original channel, I started 5.5 years ago when I first started doing this full time, is Coach Eli, Elias, Melas. It used to be called The Grip on Life and something else before that. Can't remember what it was. And it's been around for almost 4 years. So, many of you that are viewing this, whether you're here live or on the replay, have known me for a while, and you've known what I've dealt with out here on YouTube, on top of just trying to get my positive message, out there to truly help people get the best possible grips on their lives so that way you can accomplish whatever your heart's desire. Hey, Rosie Wren, the queen of YouTube now and forever. Hello. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I've heard about some things you've been dealing with behind the scenes. And I just want you to know, Rosie, that you need to ignore the trolls and stick around for this entire show if you can, because this will help you. Because, Rosie, listen, if you think that you've experienced bullying and harassment out here on this platform, I've been dealing with bullying and harassment for the last, 5.5 years. And it's still happening to me to this day. And, there are going to be people out there that are still, constantly bullying and harassing me. And they're going to say, oh, we're not bullying you. We're just critiquing your content. No, you're bullying me. You are. You are absolutely bullying me because it's excessive. If you're going to do content on the creator And if you're going to do response videos, reaction videos, you do them once in a great while and you switch it up between creators. But when you have certain creators that are constantly making content on you, that is bullying and harassment. It is. It absolutely is. Now, am I upset about it? No. Is there anything I can really do about it? No. And that's half the problem right there. And do I feel that people that are doing it to me really want to be doing it? No, I think they're doing it because it's their way to, have their say out here on YouTube, get attention, get views, and make money, and I get that. I understand how that works. And again, I don't have a problem with, people doing reaction videos and, critiquing my content, in the regular ways. But in my case, a bunch of people over the last 5.5 years have constantly bullied and harassed me. And it's really affected, what I do out here. Now, I have my own audience and I've been rebuilding and everything is all good. But, it still affects you because it affects your people. I mean, you can't just, stop what you're doing to explain to every single new person that joins your channel what's going on. It becomes redundant and repetitive. But then if you don't do it and the bullies get to your audience, then, it just creates another issue. And, that's something that you have to learn to deal with out here on YouTube. They still keep talking about my deceased grandmother. I know that, Rosie. There's a 1-minute delay here, so forgive me. It's going to take a minute, to hear what I say after I say it, because there's a 1-minute delay here. So forgive me about that, Rosie. Yeah, and just ignore them, Rosie, because, you've done nothing wrong, Rosie. It wasn't your responsibility that your grandma passed away. Her time came. My dad passed away over 13 years ago at the age of 76. That wasn't my fault. His time just came. And it's sad. And I still miss my dad to this day. But, now I live in his memory. And you should live in your grandma's memory. And don't let these people get to you. Because that's what they're trying to do, Rosie. They're seeing you as an easy victim. They're seeing you as easy prey. And if you let them keep getting to you, they're going to keep coming at you. And even if you ignore them, they're going to still try to keep coming at you, but eventually they will stop. Now, in some cases, for me, the people that have been coming at me, haven't stopped for years because I've created so much content out here. The way that these people try to get to me is by reusing my content. And they can use it under fair use. I mean, that's just the truth of the matter. The truth of the matter is, from what I've learned out here, people can use your content under fair use. So there's nothing you can do about it. Even if you file a copyright strike, they're going to file a counter notification and win every time. I've gone down that road in the past. I don't do that anymore. I don't use the flagging system anymore. Hey, Big Nasty, I love GLM and Eli. Hey, how you doing? Where's your lady tonight, man? Thank you for being here. Again, there's a 1-minute delay, so forgive me if it takes a little while for me to respond. I'm responding as quickly as I see your messages in the chat, but it'll take a minute to get out to you. The question I have for you, says Rosie, should I give up on my channel? No, Rosie, never, ever, ever give up on your channel. It's not costing you any money to run it. It's not taking any more time out of your days to run it. What I would just do, Rosie, is focus on your message. Focus on, one particular thing. How about you run your channel and help people learn how to protect themselves from cyberbullies out here on YouTube? You can do that, and I'd be happy to help you on that. I would be. Don't ever give up on your channel, Rosie. Don't ever, 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 ever give up on your channel. Don't let these people get to you. Don't. You see, now these people think they've gotten to me, and they haven't. They haven't gotten to me because I keep coming out here and doing this almost every day. And I'll tell you honestly, it doesn't trigger me. It doesn't anger me. And maybe it affects me a little bit, but not really. But if it affects me, it affects me in the way that it's a big annoyance. Like, you guys are really fucking annoying. I'm going to come out and be honest. You guys are really fucking annoying. right? It's like a fly buzzing in your ear. Buzz, 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 buzz. Okay, I know you're there. I get what you're doing. How much longer are you going to do it, right? And at the end of the day, what do you really want from me, right? That's the thing, right? You know, Cara, I thought I saw you talking smack about me in somebody's chat the other day. I've been kind of following around. Be honest with me, Pink Fraggle. Were you talking smack about me the other day? Because I thought I saw you talking smack about me the other day. I know you reached out to me on Facebook. I could be wrong, though. There's just been so much going on lately. And you can sit, you can actually chat on this Pink Fraggle account for tonight, and then we'll go from there. But I really would like to know, you know, why you'd want to come back. And I'm asking you respectfully. And there is a 1 minute delay here, you know, from what I say till it gets out to you folks out there in the chat. So please forgive me again for that. I do that for, you know, precautionary measures in case I need to, you know, cut the stream if I say something before it goes out to YouTube. I can dump the delay if I need to. It's come in handy before when I've done some shows with my lady in the past. By the way, my lady is already sleeping, and her and I have a great day planned tomorrow. Another reason why I wanted to do this show tonight is because we're not going to do any content tomorrow. I'm going to go pick her up, and we're gonna go to an event, have a good time, and then come back to my place and relax. Let's see. Pink Fraggle, have you been? Been a long time. I've been doing all right. I'm also going to read a message from you folks, or a comment from you folks, from one of my supporters out here in a second that has been, it was really touching, and I know they really care. We'll get to that in just a second, but I've been doing all right, Cara, and I'd be happy to bring you back if you're here for the right reasons and if you really truly see what's been going on. Not me. I haven't been around at all. Okay, I'll go ahead and do that. Cara, do me a favor. Message me again on Facebook Messenger, and I'll accept you tonight. Send me a voice message on Facebook Messenger so I know it's actually you, because sometimes people clone the accounts. If I hear your voice, I know it's you. And that's why I use Facebook Messenger now. So I believe you sent me a Facebook Messenger message already. Please do it again. Send me a voice message, and then I will take care of you. I'm back, and I'm trying to reconnect with some people. Good. Non-drama people, right? You're done with the drama BS, right? The drama disease. GLM says, that big nasty, the son of a KUK said, I'm a single mom who can't keep a man. I can't let you escape my basement. You have to agree to never leave if you want out. I think I know who you're talking about, GLM. And I may mention some things that you folks may have seen earlier tonight or may not have seen. I did actually go on someone else's panel earlier tonight after my walk, or earlier today. And it was very interesting. And I've got to tell you, GLM, I've been trying to get you and other people to understand that guy, the other woman that works with him, that the woman that makes a lot of content on me regularly, and that other guy you're talking about, they're on the same team. They've always been on the same team. They've been on the same team for the last 2 years, and this is their job. They're getting paid to create this content, and you folks need to understand that. And I'm not saying it excuses what they say and do, right? But I'm telling you, the majority of what they say and how they say it is for a reaction and entertainment purposes, even the vile stuff, right? And I know how that guy that I believe you're talking about can be very vile. And, while I do think some of the stuff that he says that's vile, he actually feels that way about certain people, including me at times, or maybe more than at times, for the most part, it's an act. It's an act. That's what it is. And I'm trying to rebuild my community and get the people to understand that used to be a part of my community that were, torn from my community because of this act. That's all it is, right? And if they want to continue doing their X, that's okay. That's on them, right? They're probably talking about me right now, and they're probably talking mad shit about me. But they're doing that because that's their job. I know that's your job. I know it's your job. You know that I know it's your job, but you still have to play it off. I get it, right? And the more and more people understand that, the people that used to be here can come back and we can grow and prosper together. I'm here to take a stance for that. I've been around, not me, I've been around a lot at all, says Pink Fraggle. Kara. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Feel free to ask any questions. You want to connect with some people, and we'll make that happen for you. Hey, Eli, says GLM. GLM at Rosie Wren, the queen of YouTube now forever. Hey there, says GLM. Hi, at Pink Fraggle. I'm trying to catch up, says Pink Fraggle. Oh, there's a lot to catch up on. Okay, thanks for leaving me a voicemail, Pink Fraggle. Those people are a-holes. How do they still have an issue with you? They can all rot in hell. They are garbage. Well, GLM, I'm trying to get you to understand that this is their job. This is what they're being paid to do. I've been talking about this for 4 years now. And some people, or most people, finally have said, yeah, Eli has been right about it. And they've even come out themselves and said they're sponsored. Both of them are sponsored by the same sponsor, right? And that sponsor has a boner for me. So, that's what it is. It doesn't make it right, but that's what it is. Well, I'm not going to read what you wrote there, but that's your opinion, GLM. I just think that guy, he weaponizes, people that are special ed or mentally challenged in some way, shape, or form. You've got guy, and this is with no disrespect. I love everybody, and I'm not even trying to criticize the mentally challenged, but you've got, Jenny, who's mentally challenged. You've got Johnny, who's mentally challenged, right? Okay. You've got, Mrs. P, right? Who's mentally challenged, right? All these people are mentally challenged, right? And then they try to flip it on me and they try to say I'm a disabled hater. No, I'm a disabled advocate. I'm here to advocate for these people, right? And these people that are mentally challenged have been used as a weapon. They've been weaponized at times to, talk smack about me or other people that they want them to talk smack about. That's what it is. Thank you for approving that, GLM. You see, GLM, I have not removed your wrench. And we've had some disagreements, but we can respectfully disagree. And that's all. It's all good. These people have gone as far and they've made polls in their live streams. I have people sending me screenshots. I don't sit around and watch their streams all day, but people send me screenshots saying, well, how long will it be before GLM gets unmodded? Will Eli's girlfriend break up with him after seeing the video where he had a meltdown, after Dana broke up with him? She's already seen that video. She has access to my other channel called Coach Eli Classics, videos from my former channel, that has every single video from my former channel re-uploaded. She has access to all of it. And she's seen it. Right? Hey, J-Dog One Party RE. Hey, I remember you from the past, but I can't remember. It's been a while since you've been here, J-Dog One Party RE. There's a 1 minute delay, by the way, from what I say here until it goes out to you folks, just so you know. I see your comments, GLM. I'll leave them there. I'm just going to selectively read ones I can read, and others you can just leave them in the chat and people can read them. No disrespect, but I get what you're saying. Big Nasty. You got love for GLM. That's cool, dude. That's cool. I feel the same way about my woman. She gives me one of those boners every time I see her, bro. J-Dog is in the house. What's up, man? Pink Fraggle. Sounds like not a lot has changed since I've been gone. Well, I mean, I have a girlfriend of over a year, and she's been running, this channel with me. I got a second channel monetized, Kara. I have 2 monetized channels now, and we're trying to help as many people as possible, and we've been trying to reconnect with some good people from the past where we were pinned and pitted against in the past, and trying to connect with some new people too. And it just, it seems to be growing every day, and we're very thrilled. My lady and I are very thrilled with how things are going. I'm just kind of, sharing a little bit more about the bullying and harassment tonight, because I think the more and more people know about it, the more and more they can handle it better, right? And they can understand why certain people are creating certain types of content, even content on me all the time, which doesn't bother me. It's like I said earlier, it's annoying. Yes, to the people that create, especially you, ma'am, that you're watching me right now. Okay? It's annoying. It really is. And it annoys me, and that's probably why you do it, right? But here's the thing. Like, I've never done anything to this woman or anyone else. I've always been respectful to everyone. I may have said some things in the past that, were uncalled for by mistake, but I've apologized. And for the last several years, I don't bother anyone. I'm just doing my thing, right? But at the end of the day, like I said, this is annoying. It's just become an annoyance. That's all it is, right? And yeah, we've got 15 people here now, and thank you for being here. I appreciate that. 11 likes, 15 people here. It's all good. It's all good. So it's not affecting me in that way. It's just an annoyance. That's all it is. It's like, oh boy, here we go again, right? Oh, now we're going to re-upload Coach Eli's, famous meltdown video after his ex Dana broke up with him. That was 4 years ago. And you guys are still getting off on that. You know what the funny thing is, GLM? 4 years ago, they're getting off on my meltdown where I was singing, "You're a hard habit to break." Right? You want me to sing it again? Is that what you want? Do you want that? Is that what you want? You want me to sing? Because you guys aren't ready for real life coaching, because you're not open to the help, because you're not willing to participate in your own rescue, because you want to just remain vile, and you just want to not better yourselves. So you would rather get the other side of Eli? You want the entertainment side of Eli? The cringy side of Eli? Is that what you want? Hi, Rosie says, J-Dog. Disabled people, says GLM, have natural consequences just like us. They don't get to do whatever they want and hide behind low IQs. Well, here's the thing, GLM. Disabled or not, if you come and attack me, I'm going to call you out if I feel like it, right? You don't get a free pass for attacking someone or talking shit about someone if you're disabled. And you're not a disabled hater if you defend yourself against someone that's coming at you that happens to be disabled. That's a bunch of crap. And that's what that one dude does. He flips it on you, right? He's the one that takes advantage of disabled people or mentally challenged people, right? For his content, and then he flips it on you if you start calling some of those people out that he's affiliated with or associated with, right? Just like what happened earlier today after my Walking with Purpose stream. I'll share more about that. It was rather comical. It was rather comical. GLM gives me... I know what she gives you, dude. She gives you a Woody, okay? It's all good. I'm glad she does. That's great. That's called sexual attraction, I'm glad you both have that. And overall attraction, even better. The mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. J-Dog1 Party Ari, I understand what it's like to be different than other people. I have autism and ADHD. That's right. Yeah, you used to come around. Like, we haven't seen you in a while, J-Dog1 Party Re. You used to be a part of my main channel when I would stream over there. Now that's just a regular upload channel. I moved all the live streams over here when this channel got monetized a few months ago. So I've got 2 monetized channels now. But yeah, I remember you now, dude. Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well. GLM says, at J-Dog1 Party Re, hey there. Hey, GLM, says J-Dog. Long time no see, says GLM. Yeah, same here. West Coast 206 Pinoy is in the house. What's popping tonight, everyone? Not a whole lot. What's popping with you, West Coast 206 Pinoy? Kara, Pink Fraggle says, ha ha, Eli. Yeah, I keep it real. You know me. I've always kept it real. GLM says, I'm in love with Jack. I'm going to marry him when I grow up. Well, I hope it's not the Jack that, has been following me for years now. And now he's helping the other side, get my old content so they can put it out there, right? Right? And Jack, I know you're watching, dude. Jack, come on, dude. Seriously, man. We've had talks before on panels. Jack used to be, and that's not his real name, by the way. We all know who your real name or what your real name is, Jack. And I was not the one that doxed you, but yeah, we all know what your real name is. And it's not a big deal, dude. But we used to all go on panels with the Mad Shangy, Patrick. And it's kind of funny, Jack, that the people you're hanging out with now you used to despise. It's really funny, dude. Isn't it funny how it works? Like all of these people, they go back and forth. Like they're enemies for a while, then they're friends, then they're enemies, right? It's just an endless back and forth stupid shit show, right? And you have a couple of people that are sponsored to cover it all. And they're the only ones that are getting something out of it, right? The rest of you are just props and sheep. That's all it is. That's all it is. I'm trying to tell you guys that. I've been trying to tell you that for a while now. Let's see here. Pink Fraggle, I heard you had a lady. Very nice. Congrats. Yeah, I was saying that we've been together for almost 13 months now, over a year. And she runs this channel with me. She's my business partner, and we do live streams, when she's available. But we haven't done that many live streams together lately because she's been very busy taking care of a lot of her things behind the scenes, and same with me. And we're going to be moving in together soon, so there's a lot that we're working on behind the scenes outside of YouTube. But yeah, her and I will start to do some more content regularly here in live stream format and also pre-recorded format for the main channel, Coach Eli, Elias, Melas. So make sure, if you haven't subscribed to the main channel, do that as well, folks. YouTube.com/Life Coach Eli. We're at 29 minutes here. I might take a break in a few to refill my coffee. My coffee's getting kind of low. And then come back for another 30 to 45 minutes. And no, I'm not going to check to see if other people are rebroadcasting me on my break. I'm not. I already know you guys are, and I just don't care. It's just an annoyance. That's all it is. It's so old and annoying, right? It's just annoying, right? Buzz, 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 like a fly buzzing in your ear, right? And see, these people, they make content out of every little move I make, every step I take, right? They'll probably make a little soundbite of me going, buzz, 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 buzz. You want to do that, ma'am? Ma'am, you're a great editor. I know that. We used to actually be friends, ma'am. And I'd still like to consider you a friend if it wasn't for the conflict of interest, right? The conflict of interest, right? right? And ma'am, you wanted my attention. Here you go. You got my attention, but I'm still not going to mention your name or your channel name or anything like that for many reasons. And I'm not mentioning any of these people's channel names because, like, seriously, we've been trying to get away from this. And you guys have been trying to hold on so tight to keep me in. And I get it. I understand it. I totally understand it, right? And the funny thing is, their audiences are so dumb, they're the ones that don't get it. The audiences think that I've lost my marbles, I flipped out. They think I'm jealous of them. I'm not jealous of any of you. I'm not. I'm not jealous of any of you at all. No, not at all. Like, seriously, like the amount of crap that goes through these rebroadcasts, right? And all that, right? Like, some of these questions, I mean, ma'am, especially you think you're triggering me and my lady, or my lady and I, let me speak proper English. Do you think you're triggering my lady and I with the questions? No. Like, and I get that, that's what your audience wants. Your audience wants you to talk shit about myself and my lady every fucking day, all day, right? That's what they want. And that's what you're giving them, and that's what you're getting paid for. End of story. Period. End of story. That's what it is. That's all it is, right? Right? And they're hearing me say this right now, and it's going to go in one ear and out the other because they don't even care if you're getting paid. They're probably happy you're getting paid to do this because they hate me because I'm better than them. I'm a better person than they are, right? That's what it is, right? But you wanted some of my attention? That's fine. I don't have a problem giving anyone my attention. I'll share my thoughts about it, right? But I'll do it respectfully and maturely and professionally. You guys trash talk me. Whether it's on purpose, for real, or a combination of both. Sometimes I can't even tell if it's on purpose or for real, or maybe it's a combo of both, right? West Coast 26 Pinoy, what up, TLM? I just came from PJ's panel to clear up the lies Brutal Mafia has been spreading. That guy's a big incel. That's all he is. All right? And I found out that Brutal Mafia has a channel where he paid to get 500 subs, and he has a community tab, and he's been just, posting crap about everyone on his community tab. I'm surprised that YouTube hasn't shut him down for the crap he shares on there. He's just he's just a big loser. That dude's been in my chat with over 200 sock accounts. I blocked that guy about 200 times. He doesn't get it. And when he started trolling me, I already had experience being trolled by, you guys remember Trim Hits? Trim Hits used to troll me all the time. He used to troll me all the time, right? So, if you can learn how to handle Trim Hits, you can handle anybody, right? Once you have one big super troll trolling you forever, right? Well, Trim Hits a stop, at least for now. It's been a while since he's been around, which is a good thing. Any new troll that comes in, you laugh at them, right? At GLM says, West Coast 26 Pinoy, when you grow up sounds creepy. Pink Fraggle, my favorite of you was, I'm mad that you're allowed to have a penis. Always makes me laugh. Well, let's talk about that guy, okay? You want me to talk about that guy? That might have been a cringy way of putting it, and maybe it was entertaining, but it was true. It was true. That was the Mad Aussie Bushman. The guy would come on my panels, right? And we would talk about stuff, and if he disagreed with me on something, he would get butthurt like a little girl. The dude's around my age. He's in his late 40s, and he would act like a little girl whenever I would say something or someone would say something that he disagreed with. Whatever happened to respectfully disagreeing, right? So yeah, I told him that. And it's the truth. It's basically saying, dude, you've got to set below your waist. but you're not acting that way. You're acting like a girl. You're acting like a female dog, dude. And then you know what the guy did? The guy tried like a few months ago. He tried to send a PayPal request for like $500 or something like that. And I denied it, and then I blocked him on PayPal. Yeah. GLM says, but that guy has meltdowns. You're lying and you know it. He's the most triggered son of a I've ever seen. Well, he got triggered today at me for no reason at all, right? I think part of it was an act. The other part is his hatred for me. I honestly think the guy has at least some hatred for me. And then he amps it up because he knows if he can trigger me or get a reaction, then he can make content out of it, right? That's all these people do. They are very good at crawling under your skin on purpose. They know how to crawl under your skin to get a reaction, right? Now, they may think I'm triggered now, but I'm not. I'm cool and calm, and I'm just, reacting. And I've got a message I'm going to share. I'm going to take a break here in a second and then come back for another maybe 30 minutes or so, maybe 45, depending how many people are still around. And I'll read that message. And it was very, very, very touching. GLM says, LOL at West Coast 206 Pinoy. West Coast 206 Pinoy. No, Eli, sing that other Chicago song. You're the meaning in my life. You're the inspiration. Yeah. Wanna have you near me. I wanna have you hear me say it. No one needs you more than I need you. The Shure SM7B is the microphone that Michael Jackson recorded Thriller with. This is the same exact microphone that Michael Jackson, God rest his soul, used to use. The $400 Shure SM7B XLR microphone. Yeah. Dynamic. All right. GLM. Eli has the right to defend himself against the short bus special ed YouTube edition. I remember the days when I don't even know if I was ever really a part of the A-team. They used to call it the A-team. And then somebody created a video called the Struggle Bus. I think it was Trim Hits that made that video, and it was pretty freaking hilarious. And I think you, ma'am, if you look back at that, it was pretty hilarious. Even though it was an attack on us. It was pretty funny. The Struggle Bus. Pink Fraggle, what's your relationship with JT right now? I'm his friend, but, he's, taking some time away from YouTube or selectively maybe participating with some people selectively every now and then. He is a moderator on this channel. We are connected through Facebook Messenger and through email, but he's temporarily left. We removed him from the Coach Eli mod group temporarily, not because he did anything wrong. He's done nothing wrong, because I want to give him some time and space. And him and I talk every now and then through Facebook Messenger. It's pretty simple. Hey, dude, I hope you're doing well. I'm giving you your time and space. Let me know when you want to come back to the group. You're still a mod. I just don't want you overwhelmed with notifications, blah, blah, blah. I don't have a problem with JT at all. I don't have a problem with anyone, to be honest with you. I don't want to have a problem with anyone. I never wanted to have problems with anyone at all. But yeah, no, I like JT. He's a good dude. Has he done some things? Sure. Have I done some things? Sure. You've done some things too. We've all done some things. But sometimes, like, here's the thing. I wonder, and I love you, JT, but I wonder if JT was going through what I'm going through. If he had people coming at him like they've come at me constantly for the last 4 years, I wonder how he would handle that. That would be an interesting thing. But yeah, everything is good between us. Yeah. West Coast 206 Pinoy. By the way, I dedicate that my boo Swiss Miss and go ahead and make another troll video about her incels. I'm the one up in her, not in her. You're not haters. Okay. Oh, Jack Mayoff is Red Pool Jack, aka he goes by Suicide Jack now. It's the same dude. It's the same dude. He lives here on the West Coast. He's the same dude that used to come in my chats and put the popcorn emoticons. He still does that. You're still the same dude, bro. I figured you'd turn your life around by now, Jack, but you're more interested in, regurgitating 4-year-old Eli content because you're still getting off on it 4 years later. Like, that was then, this is now. Like, you're going to live and die Eli regurgitated content for the rest of your life, I guess. All right. Hats off to you. I've moved on. We've all moved on. Pink Fraggle, nice. I'm pleased for you. Make me one too. Mine is about finished. All right. West Coast 206 Pinoy. Can't see any restreams right now? Well, okay. Well, I mean, you never know. I don't care if they're restreaming or not. Make sure everyone sub to my channel if they haven't already. We'll be at our goal in no time, Eli. Yeah, and you know what? I'll let you know if I can do a show with you tomorrow night. It might not be until later in the evening, but we're here on the West Coast. We could even do one at 10 p.m. at 9 or 10 p.m. at night. I'll figure that out with my lady in the morning, and I'm sure her and I'll be back to my place from our event by 6 or 7 p.m. But I'll reach out to you on Facebook Messenger, bro. Make sure you connect with me on Facebook Messenger if you already haven't. Do that tonight, West Coast 206 Pinoy, so that way I can have a way to reach you. GLM, I listen, respectfully speaking, I don't think that's the case, okay? I don't think that's the case. I'm trying to tell you, GLM, the truth of the matter is this. This is her job and the other guy's job, and the few other people that are sponsored, it's their job. It's their job. That's all it is. That's all it is. Here's the thing, GLM. Any woman that wants to find a man can find a man easily. It is way easy for women to find a man. So, yeah, look, you got your opinion. I understand where you're coming from, but that's definitely not the case. It never was. Pink Fraggle, I don't have anything to do with that side. The Lauren and Brutal side. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And again, I don't wish any harm upon any of these people. I don't. I really, really don't. It's just, it's been dragged on far too long. And, all these people here just want to have, a normal time. These people just want to have a place where they can actually say something productive and meaningful and have a real conversation. The fake instigated stuff has gotten really, really, really old. It's the truth of the matter. West Coast 206 Pinoy, haters and trolls, they get dismissed because they wish they could touch a girl, let alone get a kiss. Keep my name in your mouth because you can't forget. Yeah, that's true, man. You're right about that. Why is it so funny for those? Okay, I'm not gonna read that. Yeah, I know. They talk a bunch of crap. Who's Trim Hits? Oh, yeah. He used to be your best friend. You used to hang out with him, GLM. Pink Fraggle, I can't believe how many new people have come around. I hardly know anyone anymore. Yeah, no. I mean, it's been a while, Kara. It's been a while. And we'll connect behind the scenes and we'll bring you back. But yeah, there are still some of the old people left, but there are a lot of new people. I've been connecting with some new people. He hates himself, Eli. Look at his life. He literally just fights with women all day. It's a sad waste of flesh. Well, that's his job. That's what he's getting paid to do. And I don't know if he enjoys doing it, or he's being told he has to create that type of content, or he's just choosing to create that type of content as part of what he's getting, sponsored to do. If I was getting sponsored, at the amount that he's getting, wow, the things I would do, I would put that money to good use. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I'll share my thoughts about, what happened on that stream earlier tonight. I mean, there are clips out there. And, I did screen record, the last 30 minutes of it. I was able to scrub back after I went on, and I screen recorded it. Then the dude, Wisdom OG or OC, whatever his name is, he put the stream to private. So nobody could download it, which is fine, And I just wanted to screen record it to go back and hear the stuff. I don't use clips because these people would copyright strike me, even though I don't do that to them anymore. They would copyright strike me, right? But yeah, I'll share my thoughts about what happened earlier. And I'm going to do it as respectfully as possible. Let's see. He was the king of pop and always will be. Yeah, Michael Jackson. Yeah. Same microphone right here, the Shure SM7B. The Shure SM7B comes with a second pop filter. There's a bigger pop filter, which, works with the plosives better, but then it takes away a little bit of the dynamic range. So I use the thinner pop filter, and it looks good. And when you tilt the mic and speak away from it like this, there are less plosives. So you can tell, compared to my walking streams and my in-studio streams, you can tell the sound quality is night and day. Like, my walking streams are still decent because I have a, windscreen pop filter on there. But it's a cheap Logitech headset. And so, it sounds good for a cheap headset, but this is a way better microphone in the studio. Somebody sent a 99-cent super chat something. Jeffrey Dahmer sent me 99. Wasn't that the suicide doctor? American serial killer, Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah, wasn't that guy like the suicide doctor? Yeah. Jeffrey Dahmer rose from the dead to send me a $99 super sticker. That's probably trim hits, man. Well, thank you for the 99 cents, Jeffrey Dahmer. I'd say God rest your soul, but you're probably in hell, man. Really, MJ used that? I needed to record my songs. What's it called again, Eli? It's a Shure SM7B. And it's a $400 dynamic microphone. It's XLR. So you basically need an audio interface. A boom arm comes in handy, or at least a microphone stand. I suggest using the boom arm. You can get you need to have an audio interface to plug in the other side of the XLR. And the Shure SM7B, 206 Pinoy is a very gain-hungry microphone. So you need to get what's called a cloud lifter. If you get a really high-end audio interface that has enough clean gain, you can get away with not having a cloud lifter. But I have a Focusrite 4x4 audio interface. It was $250. It gives me 56 dB of gain maximum. But if I were to crank it up to 56 dB on the actual audio interface, there would be a lot of noise induced. So you get a cloud lifter that goes between the Shure SM7B and the Focusrite audio interface, and it gives you an additional 25 dB of gain, clean gain. So that way, I have the gain knob on my audio interface is less than half. And the rest of it is powered by the cloud lifter, which runs off of 48 volts of phantom power. You press a button after you connect it all together, and it activates the cloud lifter. And then I also use for the live streams, I have this program called Reaper, which allows me to adjust the bass, the treble. It has an equalizer. I also have a compressor, which prevents me from clipping. There's a lot that goes into this audio, man. There's a lot. And I've had to put in a lot of work and a lot of trial and error time to get this sounding right. But I think it sounds pretty good right now. And there's hardly any noise. I got a fan running in here, and there's like no hiss noise. This is very, very clean audio, especially for being live. Now, when you're doing pre-recorded stuff, you can always correct it in post. But when you're live, you've got to have something that gives you clean audio on the fly. But yeah, be very careful with him. Okay, yeah, we'll do, Pink Fraggle. That lady is obsessed with JT as well. I don't know if that's what it is. It's just content. PLM, if I can get you to try to understand one thing. Well, somebody else, who just sent me another super chat? Jeffrey Dahmer with another $2.99 super sticker. Who is this guy? Thank you, Jeffrey. Who is that? Jeffrey Dahmer continues to super sticker me. Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you for the $2.99 super sticker and the 99-cent super sticker for a total of $3.98. Yeah, I'm skipping through a bunch of the comments here because, you folks do you. I'm not here to attack people. I'm here to just state the facts. That's all. I could invite Jack to my panel on Sunday if you guys want to talk out your issues. It's up to you. Yeah, if you know Jack, Suicide Jack, right? Formerly known as Red Pool Jack, sure. But he just likes entertainment. That's all. It's all entertainment for him. It's popcorn for him. That's all it is. He's not going to change his view. He's not going to stop doing what he's doing. And I don't care if he does or doesn't stop doing what he's doing. Rosie says, Eli, you're the best. Thank you so much, Rosie. Eli is the man. Thank you. Hey, Slim. Hey, Coach. Good to see you again. I just got off work and caught you live again. I'll sit back and listen. Well, feel free to participate as well. I'm going to step away and take a break. We're at 53 minutes. I'm going to step away for about a 7 or 8 or 9 minute break like GLM would always say, right? And then I'm going to come back and continue because I have some more things to go over. Yeah, tonight we're talking about you learn from your mistakes even on YouTube. It's Friday night. Still Friday night here on the West Coast. Saturday pretty much everywhere else, I think except in Hawaii. And so a lot of people are up and they have some things to say. And I want to give them the space to say it. But thank you again for being here, Slim. Appreciated. Much appreciated. West Coast 206 Pinoy. Oh, yeah. Listen to the last part of Wisdom's stream. He said maybe you don't like him because he's British. Could invite him too on Sunday. Let's all get along. Life is too short. No, I don't, listen, West Coast 206 Pinoy, I don't have a problem with him necessarily. The guy doesn't know me. The guy rebroadcasts my streams almost daily. Okay, he does my walking streams, and then the other woman does the in-studio ones, and they switch it around at times depending on what their schedule is like for other shows, right? The thing is, I don't know who this guy is, and he's been talking mad shit about me. He's calling me cuckold. He's calling my woman all these names. He doesn't even know who we are. Like, I never said one word about that guy until today. In the past, I've mentioned that he's been rebroadcasting me a few times, but today, between maybe yesterday and today, I kind of gave him my thoughts and gave his audience my thoughts. And his audience is not even his audience. His audience is the dudes and the gals audience, from the people that are getting sponsored. Like, this dude's audience, he doesn't have an audience. Like, the audience, the only people that really have an audience is the lady and the guy that are sponsored. That's it. It's their audience, not his, right? And all he's doing is regurgitating what he's heard them say, right? And he's basing that off of videos from the past, right? And I found out the guy's like in his early 20s. So, he's a Gen Zer. And, he's behaving like a little kid because he is a little kid. Might as well be. He hasn't grown up yet. But I don't hate him because he's British. I don't hate anybody for, any other reason besides their behavior. That's it. If I judge people, it's only based on their behavior. And his behavior is the shits. It is. It sucks. Wow, Trim Hits is sending you donations. Notice. Maybe that's him. It probably is him. Okay, got it. I'm going to look for it in the Guitar World music catalog. Dude, it's going to cost you about $800 for everything. Maybe $900 or $1,000 if you get a good boom arm and stuff. For me, it cost me around $900 for everything. Because I got this boom arm. I got a good deal on it. It was only $60. But you need a sturdy boom arm. This Shure SM7B is heavy, so you need a steady boom arm, and you need to clamp it on something steady. I have a desk here that's very, very steady. This is a generic, boom arm, but it's a nice generic one. My recommendation would be go with the Rode, like I think it's called the PS1 or something like that. I mean, I bought this boom arm for my Blue Yeti I used to use. And if I didn't already have a boom arm, I would have gone with the Rode. It's a really, really nice one. It's a little bit more flexible and easier to move around, but this one's not too bad itself. Jeffrey Dahmer is a wonderful man. That's funny, GLM. Pink Fraggle, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super. Oh, you remember her? Yeah. That was what the hell is her channel? That was Pusha Studios, right? Pusha Studios with Andrew and Ksenia. Yeah, Ksenia. I remember her name, right? Super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat. That's what she would do. And what happened to them? You know what happened to them? They basically modded everyone in their chat, and all they did was grow streams, right? Like their channel had nothing to do with the purpose of their channel. They ended up becoming like a sub for sub, a glorified sub for sub, right? And what happened when YouTube started shutting these things down? People stopped, going. And YouTube took away the go-to channel feature for everyone, and now they brought it back last year just for mods, which is great. We need it as a moderation tool to moderate our chats. But once that happened, they were out of business. What happened? I think they moved out of their house. I think they lost their house, and they haven't been around. And this is what I've been trying to tell people that, are doing things on YouTube to make money. that are not sustainable long term. It's going to catch up to you in the end. That's why for me, slow and steady growth. Once my thing takes off, it'll be sustainable. If you take the shortcut and start making good money, it's going to be short-lived. It's not going to be sustainable long term. It's not. Pusha Studios, LOL, I remember them. Yeah. We forgive everyone, GLM. Yeah, I get it. Pink Fraggle, 7:11 a.m. here in Scotland. West Coast, 206 Pinoy at GLM. That's what's up. GLM, he restreams you to gain acceptance from the Short Bus Special Ed YouTube edition. Well, I think the reason why he restreams me is because they can't always do it. The people that, would usually restream me would be the guy or the woman, right? And when they have bigger and better things to do that get them more traction and make them more money, why would they waste their time restreaming me? Now, if there's nothing better to do in the evenings, yeah, I think the woman will restream me more so now because the other dude, he's got so much drama to deal with in his sector. He has no time to restream me anymore. If he had nothing better going on, he would be restreaming me. But when he was restreaming me maybe over a month ago or so, it's been well over a month since he's done it. His numbers went way down. If you looked at his numbers of when he would restream me, when he was doing it, a few months back for a little while, they were 1/4 the numbers he would get on talking about anyone else. That's because the Coach Eli drama stuff is so old and outdated that most people are like, this is just boring and stale now. So people are asking, well, why was he doing it? And why is it still happening through other people? It's because that's what the sponsor wants. That's what he wants. Part of what they're getting paid for is to continuously make content on me. It doesn't matter who it is. It has to be someone within the network of the sponsorship, right? And when they can't do it, they get someone else to do it, right? That's all it is. Nothing less and nothing more. That's all it is. He's just recycling the same thing for his audience. I can try to talk to him. Maybe he'll change, but all I can do is try. He's never going to change. As long as he's getting paid by this guy, it's not going to change. What part of that don't you folks understand? It's his business. And as much as we may not like it, that's what he's getting paid for. So how is he going to change? There's no upside. Here's the thing. I'm not even saying these people are necessarily bad people. This is just what they have to do to make their money, right? And the reason why I've withdrawn from them is not because, I don't want to associate with them or, work with them or something. It's because there's no upside for me. There's no upside for anyone that works with them. No upside. Because they have guaranteed money doing what they do, and any donations they get are a bonus, right? I don't have a sponsor at this time to do stuff like that. And even if I did, I don't know of any sponsor that would sponsor me to do what they do. That's the whole surreal thing about it. You know what I mean? I'm sure when Wisdom busts his nut for the first time, he will calm down. Probably, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I heard he showed himself on camera too, but I never saw it. That's what they were saying. So I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. The struggle bus. Yep, that's right, Pink Fraggle. I'm talking about the mentally ill and intellectually disabled people who restream Eli. Well, yeah, I honestly think that Wisdom guy has some mental issues or something. And having mental issues is a disability. Or maybe he's just a very angry and bitter, young guy. Maybe he's overweight and maybe he has no self-confidence and doesn't have a lot of friends and can't get a woman. And maybe, like this guy literally, like I can like post a stream and go live right away and not promote the event in advance. Like I can go live instantly instead of promoting the event, and he will restream me. He'll be on it within minutes. Like he's literally watching my channel all day, every day. That's what all these people are doing that. They are literally like sitting on my front porch of my channel or the front porch of my channel waiting for me to go live. Like they literally follow my every single move. Right? And here's the thing, ma'am. I never said this. I know you're watching it. It's okay. And I know I didn't pay attention to this back then, but I know you came out here and I heard that you broadcasted from Red Morton Park. Ma'am. And gas prices were getting high at that point back then. You were sponsored to do that, ma'am. There's no way in hell you would have spent all that money in gas and hotel accommodations just to come and broadcast from Red Morton Park. I mean, come on. If people want to meet me for a collab, there are other ways to do it. You don't have to sneak into my town, and try to catch me in the act or something. I'm like, like I have no problem meeting anyone. It's all good. It's not a big deal. What's done is done. It's not a big deal. I've just learned how to ignore stuff. It is what it is. Let's see. That's cool. Guitar World has a finance plan. My credit is decent. Good. Yeah, so is mine. They think low IQ is a protected class on YouTube. Well, yeah. I'll leave that one alone. LOL says Pink Fraggle. Pusha Studios, I remember them, says GLM. Yeah, their channel sucked, in my opinion. Well, their channel was supposed to be about photography and video, and it ended up being about, a glorified sub for sub. What was the name of that guy that had a disabled wife? You and him started out real good friends. Oh, you're talking about Will. You're talking about 8-Bit Reactor. Yeah, he changed his name, and we tried to befriend each other many times over the last few years. And I really liked the guy, but he kept on flipping. He kept on, going back to drama. And I like the guy. I like Will, but he kept flipping. And, I think he just has, some things he's trying to work through. He's been struggling a lot. He's been trying to find his way, and he's made some progress. He got out of that marriage, but then a guy he became good friends with out here on YouTube ended up marrying his wife and getting into the same position that he was in. So that's what happened with them. But I wish them all the best. I really do. Eli, what's the deal with you and Jenny girl? She switches up a lot, don't she? LOL. Who's Jenny girl? I have no idea who you're talking about, bro. And by the way, what's up with these trolls calling me, I won't say that, Tree, Killa? Would they rather I practice my machete on them? Just saying, LOL. Well, they're just trying to get a reaction from you, bro. Honestly, I feel pity for all these incels because at their age, I was having fun, making money, and hanging out with beautiful women. It's really sad. Yeah, same here. I've always had a girlfriend. I've never had a problem attracting women, getting dates. And so it's like I never had time for any of this crap. And, I'm not saying I never had any fun as a kid. I did, but never something at the level some of these people do out here on YouTube today. And these guys are grown-ass middle-aged men, 30s, 40s and 50s. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Yeah, GLM, honestly, I mean, please don't antagonize her or anyone by saying stuff like that. I honestly, I'm not here to criticize, stuff about these people besides what they're doing. I mean, physical stuff and things like that, that's, it's not necessary. And when I talk about physical stuff to try to help people, it's in general. Like, I think people should be at a healthy weight level and stuff like that. She streamed from multiple locations surrounding your home. She's insane. No, she did that to try to get attention, and she was paid to do that. That's all it was. That's all it was. And I didn't pay attention to it. I never saw any of those streams. And neither did my lady. And it's all to try to get a react. GLM, here's the thing. There have been many people that, have stalked myself and my family properties and all that, right? They've done that, right? And basically, I mean, it's no different than what JB Gunner did. And what's the difference? Same sponsor too. What's the difference, right? There's no difference there, right? And you know what? I don't even talk about JB Gunner anymore. And if I talk about him briefly, like, I don't criticize his appearance. Like, the one thing I'll say is this. There's no upside to, attacking or criticizing another creator's appearance. That's not the issue at hand. It's the behaviors. It's the actions. That's what really matters. Well, I mean, and GLM, honestly, I'm not trying to be mean to you, and I'm not trying to, no, she does want a reaction. That's her job. That's what you're not on. GLM, do you. Whatever you do on your channel, that's cool. Right? That's what I said to you in the past. I just don't want to deal, I don't want any more attention from these people than they're already giving me. You understand what I'm saying? And even if you folks say something in my chat, they'll blame me for allowing you to do that. And it's not that I'm allowing you or not allowing you. It's just that you folks are just making statements. And I'm just saying, like, let's just focus on the actual issues, not the cosmetics of it. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying, but it's okay. I must be missing something. I haven't seen that. GLM. All right. I'm going to take a quick break here. Cue up some royalty-free music, then come back for a little bit more and, read that Jenny used to donate a lot of dollars to your channel. You don't remember her? I'm just asking because she's on a weird agenda lately. Oh, yeah. You're talking about the one that used to hang out with the American Dream channel, right? American Dream Mike, right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where she's been. I haven't seen her around. I wish her the best. I wish everyone the best. You know what I mean? I did my beard tonight. I'm ready for my lady tomorrow. Nice and fresh, It's all good. All right. Let me cue up some royalty-free music here. Do, 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 do. Okay. All right. I know what we're coming back to. We're going to come back to a great one. All right. Music is all queued up. Music is all queued up. I'm going to step away for a quick break, 8 or 9 minutes, refill the coffee, use the boys' room, and then we'll be back. So stick around. Stick around, round. We'll be right back. Michael Myers with the $1.99 super sticker. This is comical. Thank you. Thank you for the $1.99 super sticker. Ethan Mixel, double helix. Oh, yeah, baby. Energy up. Get that energy up. Get that energy up. Get that energy up. Get that energy up, everybody. Get that energy up, get fired up. I want you all to feel real good deep inside, deep within. Energy up, energy up, energy up, energy up. It's hard to work with this microphone in my face here. Yeah. That's absolutely the best song in the entire YouTube audio library. Ethan Mixel and Double Helix. It was a song I used to use on my very first channel back in the days, 5.5 years ago, when I used to run a show called Coach Eli Live. People love the Helix, right? Hey, Sifu Smo's in the house. There's a 1-minute delay, Sifu Smo, but welcome to the show. How you doing, brother? How's everyone doing tonight? All right. Let's get right back to it. Welcome back to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, live here on YouTube, live on Coach Eli 2, authentic live streams. Home of the most positive place on the internet. Tonight we've been discussing you learn from your mistakes even on YouTube. One more time. You learn from your mistakes even on YouTube. And if you missed the first part of the show, go back and check out the replay. We've discussed a lot. We've been discussing cyberbullying and harassment. We've been discussing crazy stuff that happens on YouTube that you have to learn to deal with in order to get your message out there. And we're going to be discussing a little bit more of it, when we get back here in a second. Well, we are back, but when the music finishes, that is. So let's let Ethan Mixel bring us back in. We've got 14 in the box, 22 likes, 22 thumbs up. $5.97 in chat revenue. Thank you. Again, thank you, Michael Myers, for the $1.99 super sticker. The super sticker says behind the scenes. Right. Yeah. Behind the scenes, behind the scenes, behind the scenes, right? Behind the scenes. Yeah. All right. Before we get right back to it, folks, just want to make you all aware that this channel is primarily funded through crowdfunding and your donations. If you'd like to make a donation, there are many ways you can do it. The easiest way would be to go to the bottom of the chat where you see the super chat right there. You can send a super chat or a super sticker in any amount that is available. You can also donate via Cash App or PayPal. Nightbot's been sharing my Cash App and PayPal links every 7 minutes in the chat. On PayPal, you can go to paypal.me/Coach Eli. And on Cash App, you can go to $the real Coach Eli. And as always, donations are greatly appreciated, but they are not required. And let me make sure that the audio is back to normal here, or is normal still. Give me a second. Yeah, all right. Before we get right back to it, folks. Yeah, we're still good. We are still good. And if you do donate via Cash App or PayPal, let me know in the chat. I believe I get Cash App notifications, but PayPal doesn't notify you. They should do something similar to Cash App, but they just haven't yet. So if you send a PayPal, make sure you let me know in the chat so I can acknowledge you. And that would be great. Behind the scenes as Pink Fraggle. Yeah. Behind the scenes. Yeah. We'll leave that alone. All right. So let me see where we left off in the chat. Well, before we get back to the chat, I want to read a message or a comment that was made from one of my subscriber supporters. And it is from NC is Queen. 6 hours ago, NC is Queen says, I hope the bullies don't get you down. No, they're not. It's just more of an annoyance. That's all it is. And I'm not going to lie. It is an annoyance. And they know it, but that's okay. Remember, one day you will have hundreds of people watching you, and the bullies will still be drinking alcohol all day, still talking nonsense about you or another target, and still be miserable. Yeah, I agree. You have such a great and unique show. I appreciate that, NC's Queen. I really do appreciate it. I put a lot of hard work, time and effort into, getting the right equipment and getting 2 channels monetized. And, I've been working overtime to get this to where it's at today. And it's nowhere near where I'd like it to be, but I honestly finally do feel it is heading in the right direction. So thank you for that. I think it is just the right people haven't discovered you yet. Or should I say, more of the right people have not discovered you yet. You're absolutely right. That's what it's all about. It's about, the content targeting the intended right audience. And, I'll say honestly, and I'm not whining about this, I'm just stating the facts. I think a lot of what the trolls and haters have done and all these, rebroadcasts and all that, what they've done is it's tuned YouTube's algorithm to still think primarily that my audience is the trolls and haters. But it is turning around. It has started to turn around because more of the right people are starting to come here. It's just going to take more time to retune the algorithm. And so, that's all it is. I really appreciate your comment. I know you also made another comment suggesting that I upload my shorts to Instagram Reels, and also on TikTok. I will be doing that at some point. There are so many places I want to upload my content, and I want to expand the podcasting. I just haven't had the time, between, keeping up with some streams and trying to create some other content for the main channel. And my lady and I working on a bunch of things in our personal lives outside of YouTube and the business behind the scenes. We just haven't had the time, but we're getting there. Also, I've got, merch I want to get out. I'm still trying to get my merch created, and YouTube now has opened up the merch tab that they've now changed to calling the shopping tab. So once you get monetized, you automatically get the shopping tab as well, which is the merch shelf. I have not been able to, leverage that on either one of my channels. There's just so much that I haven't been able to make any channel, membership type of videos. There's so much to do, and only so many hours in the day. But my lady and I, we are in progress of, getting everything situated. It's more so, it more so has to do with my lady's health. She's not in horrible health, but she's got some issues that are affecting her from sleeping, straight through the night. It's her, her allergies, her asthma, her sinus issues. And we've been just finding her the right doctors and specialists to take care of that. It just takes time, dealing with the insurance and, finding doctors that will, take her on and getting the right referrals from primary care physicians, yada, yada, yada. It's just a hell of a thing to deal with. But, that's the priority. And once that's taken care of, oh my God, you're going to see things you've never seen before. Let's just put it to you this way. You ain't seen nothing yet. All right. Before I share what happened earlier today on, or after my Walking with Purpose stream, and, there are some clips that are available regarding it, and I don't mind if you go check it out. The other lady that is rebroadcasting at the time. Hello to you, ma'am. Hope your night is going well. She put out a video when I came on there, because that's her job, to create content on me, and that's content on me on someone else's channel. Fair use, no problem, right? You can check it out there. I actually did screen record the last 30 minutes of it. I'm never going to put it out. I have no intentions of putting it out. It doesn't matter to me, and I'm not going to deal with copyright or anything like that. But I'll share my thoughts about what happened regarding that in just a little bit. But let me get to the chat here real quick. Where did we leave off? Yeah, GLM. I mean, however you want to handle your stuff on YouTube, that's totally on you. I'm not here to incite anything between anyone. I'm just here to share what's going on so, people know what's going on, so my audience is not affected by it. They can keep doing what they're doing, and that is that. That's all I'm here to say, West Coast 26 Pinoy. Jenny used to donate a lot of money to your channel. You don't remember her? I'm just asking because she's on a weird agenda lately. Yeah, I was telling you before the break. I think I already read that. She used to be a part of Dreams, American Dream, Mike's channel or channels. And, she got caught up with some other, crazy people. I think there was one guy that was named, what was his name? That young kid, Tyree Sneed. And so, she hasn't been around for a while. So I wish her the best. I mean, I hope she's doing well. West Coast 26 Pinoy. No, whatever I say here, they can come at me. I'll make that clear right now. Well, I mean, if you guys say stuff that's going to antagonize them, they're probably going to respond. I mean, that's what people do, Like, I try not to respond to much of this stuff because to me, like, again, there's no upside. There's no upside in dealing with drama for what I do out here. For you guys, there may be some upside. Maybe it's just something you do on your spare time, maybe a little fun with it. That's cool. But for me, I try to, just keep the drama to a minimum. Like, I used to poke the bear all the time back in the days until I figured out that, hey, this is actually more so derailing what I'm trying to create here than helping it. But for you guys do you. And again, I'll mention this, like, you can't hold. I've learned this, that when you have chatters in your chat, it's like other people can't hold you accountable for what they say. Here's the thing, if I don't hold these people accountable, some other people get mad. If I hold them accountable, and then I ban them, then it's all Eli bans GLM, Eli bans Fizzin, West Coast 206 Pinoy. It's like, if it's not one thing, it's another, right? So let's just try to keep it as clean as possible. Let's try to stick to what's actually happening. And anything else you folks can handle on your channels on your own time. No problem. Okay. Sounds good, says 206 Pinoy. Yeah, they always like to come in here and say, follow the Legion, right? And I've always said, okay, like what, the American Legion, right? The Masons or whatever other type of Legion. I'm like, I know what Legion you're talking about, okay? And I know who that troll is, and I'm not going to even mention it, right? But I mean, seriously, like, even if my people come to the Legion channel, the actual Legion they're talking about, or anyone that's part of the Legion network of channels, like, these people don't want to support what you're doing. They're here because they want peace and serenity, and they want, to escape drama. So what good would leveraging any part of my audience that wants to be positive, what would it do for you folks? And you're not triggering me by saying follow the Legion. It's just an annoyance. It's just, and maybe you get off on the fact that it's an annoyance, right? But it's more pathetic that you're just wasting the time to create that sock account to say that, right? Hey, Eli, I saw you earlier. Dion, how are you doing? Pink Fraggle behind the scenes, LOL, read that. What's up, Sifu, says 206 Pinoy. What do you think about... Yeah, I haven't kept up with any of that, and I really don't want to deal with any of that other drama or anything. I'm just kind of sharing my experiences on cyberbullying and stuff and what I've been through, and, what the right way to handle it is, just to keep moving forward and trying to ignore it as best as possible. And if you have to react occasionally or respond, do it as respectfully as possible, like I tried to do earlier today. I'll get to that in a second. 1-2, Freddie's coming for you. Sweet dreams, Dramasphere. Thanks for the $1.99 super chat. And we're going to actually remove you. Thank you for that. It's all good. Thank you, Freddie Krueger, for the $1.99 super chat. Thank you for the $8 tonight, $7.96. You are definitely more chill these days. Well, number one, I've got a woman, and that helps out. And women are really good at balancing men out. Number two, years ago, I had a panic attack, Cara, Pink Fraggle. I had a couple of very serious panic attacks. And I was really, really just, stressed out all the time, getting triggered, and my blood pressure was very high at that time, and I couldn't do it anymore. I didn't even want to do it in the first place, but, I had to just, really figure out what's going on, get a grip on it, and just move forward and be more chill. And this is how I've always typically been. And if you go back to watch my videos on my original channel when I was dating my ex 5.5 years ago, the first 6 months before I started live streaming, I was just creating very chill, helpful videos for men and women. It wasn't until the live streaming started, and then maybe 6 months after I started live streaming, which was a year into running that first channel I started 5.5 years ago when I was with my ex, that all this stuff started happening. That's when that sponsor, met the other guy through, someone I introduced him to. Like all these people, here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing. All these people connected through me and my networking, right? That's the funny thing, right? And, I tried to help all of them. Even the guy, that sponsor now, the Legion guy, he was about to leave YouTube, and I told him, don't do it, bro. Don't give up on your dreams, dude. Don't give up. He got demonetized on he basically, started getting a lot of yellow icons on the main channel he had back then. It used to be called the Purple Pill channel. He used to create some good content, and he got demonetized, and, that, kind of hit him, and he wanted to give up. And a lot of people have asked me, do you regret giving him that advice? And I'll say no, because honestly, I don't want anyone to fail, and I don't wish harm upon anyone. But I actually helped all these people, right? I helped them all. And they know I helped them, but they will never, ever, ever give me any credit for it. And I'm not even asking for the credit. I'm just saying, after all these things I've done for them to help them get to where they're at, for them to do what they do, whether they're paid for it or not, it's a little disappointing. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to say it maturely. It's a little disappointing. It is. That's all right. It is what it is. Let's see. West Coast 26 Pinoy. Here's my advice to people trolling for dollars. The drama and me's you get caught up in far outweighs the payoff. Well, that's what they want to do for right now, dude. It's what's paying the bills for right now, right? That's all it is, man. GLM says he couldn't leave YouTube because he's unemployable. That's not true, GLM. As much as I'm not thrilled with what he's doing, in the same ways you probably aren't thrilled with what he's doing. No, he is very employable. He has skills, and he decided to go this route for whatever reason. And there's nothing wrong with him making money on YouTube. There's nothing wrong with anyone making money on YouTube. It's just what he has to do and what he goes through to make money on YouTube. I mean, honestly, he has got to be constantly stressed out. Having to follow all these channels all day, every day, do all this research, and then run these long panels, It's just, he sent me his resume. It was really bad. Okay, I didn't know that. Well, I mean, you can always brush up on your resume. You can always fix it, right? Let's see. Oh, wow, I feel your pain, says Cara Pink Fraggle. I suffer them too, and it's super scary. Yeah, I'm not sure what you were talking about there. All right, let me share the story here of what happened earlier, then I'm going to wrap things up. We are at 1 hour and 44 minutes. Thank you to everyone for being here tonight. After I finished my live stream earlier today, my Walking with Purpose live stream from the trail, I was walking back to my car, and I went over to, my car, and I went over to the guy's channel. What's his name? Wisdom OC, whatever it is, right? And I saw he had a panel after the show. He, typically will stop the show and then the replay will be available. He's been keeping his content up. And I saw they had a panel, and, the Legion guy was on there. And I'm like, oh, interesting. I've never seen the Legion guy over there before. I've seen the other lady over there. Ma'am, I've seen you there, and you always promote his streams. Every time you promote them. But the Legion guy has been staying out of it. The Legion guy hasn't shared any community postings on me, hasn't made any content on me. He put out one video where I think now I figured out it was what's his name? What's that dude's name? He's one of the other mentally challenged people. No disrespect. I can't remember his name. But anyway, so he was on the panel, and he's the one I think that made that YouTube short video on me, because he was doing the same thing on your show earlier tonight, ma'am. I did catch that part. Yeah, I did catch it. So if you want to say I tune into your stuff every now and then, sure, we all do. I don't sit there all night and watch 3-hour shows, but I did see that. I did, right? Moderators, how are you letting that, there's a 15-second slow mode. How are you letting Paul, get the hell out of here, okay? Paul, get out of here, man. God, how pathetic are you, dude? Seriously, man. I'm telling you, Paul, even the people, the Legion guy and gal, even both of them know how pathetic you are. They know that, right? They're not going to say that because they want to keep you happy, but come on. They know your behavior is just asinine, dude. But yeah, when you're running a business and you need to keep people around, you're not gonna say certain things, right? You become what's called a diplomat, right? That's what you become, is a diplomat. Yeah. He's so triggered, man. Paul, man. You want my attention, dude? Is that what you want, man? Is this what you wanted? So I was listening to the panel, and the Legion guy was really mad at me. And I'm like, where'd he come from? Like, I thought he didn't know this guy, right? But he went on there. He was white knighting for the creator, because on my Walking with Purpose stream, I was saying, dude, you have all the time in the world to restream me. You're an incel, and so are the guys in your chat. And here's the thing, sir, Legion guy, you know they're incels, and ma'am, you also know they're all incels, but you're not going to tell them that because that's your audience. It'd be dumb to say that, right? Right? So you've got to cater to your audience the agenda at hand, right? I get it. I understand that, right? So I'm sitting there and the Legion guy is getting triggered saying that, oh, I'm calling him disabled and I'm attacking this guy and I don't like what Eli's doing here. You don't like what I'm doing? Where did you come from, dude? I haven't talked about you, Legion guy, for ages, and I've left you alone. You've left me alone, but you come out of nowhere and start white knighting for this guy, right? You start white knighting for this guy, right? So I'm like, screw it. I'm going to go on the panel, right? I went on the panel because he was calling me a disabled attacker and this and that, like he always has. What this Legion guy does is he's the one that weaponizes the disabled people, and then, you know, when I have a run-in with them, when they're coming at me, like this guy was, right? Then he says, dude, you're attacking the disabled. You're a disabled hater. No, I'm not, dude. I don't even think you're a disabled hater. I just think that you're weaponizing. You're trying to build your audience in any way that you can. It just so happens to be that a large part of your audience that's consistent is the mentally challenged audience. That's all. That's just a fact, right? No disrespect intended, right? So I went on there and I said, dude, what's going on, man? And he started getting really triggered. Like, I didn't get triggered one time. Go listen to the clip on the lady's channel. It's there. Go listen to the clip. I did not get triggered. No, GLM. No, GLM. GLM, you have your opinions, and you can, you can deal with them on your own. And to be honest with you, the incels are the people following them, not them. Okay? And there are a lot of mentally challenged people and incels that follow them. And hey, it's their choice to have that audience. It's that audience's choice on who they want to follow. It is what it is. Yeah, Paul's still trolling me, Dion. Yeah. And even with the 15-second slow mode, he was able to get 5 messages in before I noticed him. With all these mods here, no one else banned him. So, yeah, I was just trying to say, dude, like, what's going on, dude? It's like, what are you here? I can't remember exactly what I said, but I was just really chill, and he kept coming at me, right? Like the Lycan guy, the Legion guy, called me every name in the book, like every vile name. He called me the derogatory word for homosexual, the F word, right? He called me many other vile names I won't mention here. But the funny thing is when I slipped and used those words many years ago, because he got me on a panel and pitted me against some other people and triggered me to say those words, he's made content out of that same piece of content forever. So in essence, it wasn't okay for me to use those words. And he, said you're using derogatory words and this and that, right? But he's allowed to use them and get away with it. Like, why is it okay for him to say these words, even to me, even though I'm not disabled, but it's not okay for me to say them, right? It's not okay for anyone to say them, in my opinion, right? And then I was thinking to myself, okay, is he actually mad at me, or is he acting, or a combination of both? And I think honestly, he does have some real hatred for me, but I don't think it's as much as it comes off. I think part of it is amped up for the audience and to make it more damning for the audience, but I do think he has some hatred for me, right? Because I did nothing to him. All I did was run a stream that had nothing to do with him. And I was talking about this wisdom guy. If this has nothing to do with Lycan or his female business partner that's rebroadcasting me now, man, if this has nothing to do with you or Lycan, then why would anything I say about, wisdom and his audience bother you? Why would it bother you? You yourself, ma'am, said that you don't even know the guy. You said you don't know the guy, you don't know who he is, yet you share his streams every day on your community tab. And if Lycan doesn't know him, why is he busting in after my stream to, to White Knight for him, right? It's all part of the show. It's all part of the show. It's all part of creating content for the business. That's all it is. And see, that's why I sat there and did not get triggered. And Jamie got really triggered. Now, did he get triggered for real? Maybe partially so. But I think a lot of him being triggered was an act. Because that's what he does out here. And that's what you folks don't understand. Yeah, okay, well, let's clear this up. I see YouTubers with 50K subs barely making it. So what is the key to success on here? Well, you got to have a good enough active audience that's going to support you. Crowdfunding is big, right? Getting some viral videos every now and then is big. If you can get a channel to 50K or 100K subs and you can get 3,000 to 5,000 views per video and you put out a video every day, you can make at least $2,000 to $3,000 a month on AdSense alone. Okay, GLM, I'm going to remove that comment. Please, I can't even remove your message, GLM. I don't know why. Can you please remove that message, please? Yeah, I come on, GLM. This is honestly. I'm just here to state the facts. I'm not here to, really try to trigger people, right? I'm not here to try to offend anyone. I'm just here to state the facts. I can't remove that message for some reason. It won't give me that option on your last message. Why is it doing that? Let me see if I can go to another screen and take care of that. Oh, give me a second here. God, man. Seriously, Give me a second here. Okay, that was an ad on my current stream. I guess it's still monetized. Pop out chat. Give me a second here. Yeah, thank you, GLM. Honestly, seriously. Listen, I understand, sometimes people will poke at each other. They've come at me. You guys have gone at each other. Like, honestly, we don't need to take it that far. Honestly. No, I know you did. I appreciate that, GLM, and thank you for that. Okay? Look, the truth of the matter is this. Well, before I get to that and I wrap it up, it's just one of these situations where if I could do this all over again and, find a different group of people where none of this whole entire drama sphere knew about me, that would be great. The problem is they now know about me. And, they built an audience of people that hate me, that will support them forever. And this is just something that I'm going to have to deal with for as long as I'm out here. You folks will have to deal with it. And it's not just happening in this community here. It's happening all over YouTube that this is going to happen. And I'm just trying to tell everyone to move past it, just totally move past it. And The truth of the matter is, I don't want any problems with anyone, even these other people. And like I've said before, I really wish that they would do other things and just let the Eli content go. Because they all know. The Legion guy and the other lady broadcasting me now, you all know. I don't even talk about you folks. I don't say anything negative about you. In the past, I may have said some negative things about, the Legion guy, but I haven't even said anything negative about him in ages. $3K a month with 50K subs. That's just an ad revenue, though, Fizzin, 206 Pinoy. That's just ad revenue. That's not including super chats, super stickers, super thanks on the pre-recorded videos. That's not including merch. That's not including anything else. When you're running a business, it's not just about ad revenue. The more subs you have, the more people you have to promote, other types of products that you offer besides just, YouTube AdSense ad revenue. Okay, yeah, listen, and in GLM, honestly, I know you said she's the one who told everyone that. I just repeated it, but I understand. I didn't know that because here's the thing. I haven't followed this drama for years. Like every now and then, like I've said, I'll pop in every now and then to a rebroadcast or just to see what's going on. But I don't sit around and watch everything. I don't have time to watch everything. And, I wasn't following you for a while, because, we had parted ways for a while. And, this whole year, to be honest with you, my lady and I have been spending a lot of time together and working on other things outside of YouTube that I haven't had time to follow all that. But you have to also understand one thing, GLM. Here's the thing. Have you ever thought that every time that Lycan and the lady rebroadcasting me now have a fight, yeah, there may be some truth to it, but they're business partners. Have you ever thought that that's part of the performance? Have you ever thought that that's part of the entertainment factor of their content? And maybe part of her saying that was to, play the role with him so he gets triggered and then he pretends to remove her mod wrench and you understand what I'm saying? Like that's just part of the business. That's just part of the skit. And that's what you folks aren't seeing, right? You folks aren't seeing that. I see it, right? And that's why it doesn't bother me. That's why this stuff just doesn't bother me. The only thing is I want my audience to know, hey, what's really going on? So you can either choose to ignore it, or if you want to be a part of that, then go and be a part of that. But we don't want any of the drama here. We don't. Yeah, GLM, I'm not trying to control what you can say and can't say, right? But I just, when you have people that are making content out of every little thing, the more that you say in a negative way, even if it doesn't come from me directly, just because it's in my chat, they'll make content out of it and it'll be attached to me in some way, shape, or form, even though it's not what I feel, right? That's all I'm saying, right? But anyway, no, it's all good. It's all good. And that's another reason why, I haven't brought my lady publicly yet. My lady wanted to dox herself. My lady was like, I got nothing to hide. I'm ready to come out. But I said no, because they'll make content out of her for ages. And even though she's ready for that, and she said, yeah, no, I can just ignore it. Not a big deal. They already know everything about me anyway, right? We've already come out and said it, right? And I agree with her that the thing is, it would be giving them more fresh Eli content, which is what they want, right? And when we do bring her out, even if we've, grown at that point to a very sustainable level, right? Even if we get to 50K subs and bring her out, right? And we've surpassed all this drama, right? They're still going to talk about her and they're still going to make lots of content out of her. I already know that. That's just how YouTube goes. That's how, some parts of YouTube goes. Right? It's basically like the TMZ of YouTube. I keep saying that. If you want to look at the Legion guy and the lady rebroadcasting me, they're basically like the TMZ of YouTube. That's what they are. They're doing TMZ work. It's like the YouTube tabloids. That's what it is. Ma'am, you know that, right? And I understand it. You're the one that taught me it. You're the one that made me aware of this, right? It's nothing that you haven't told me even publicly on streams with the Legion guy, right? That's the truth. You can't deny what was said on a stream we were all on. You can't. Anyway. GLM, I think it was all an act, okay? That's my opinion. Look, when you're in business together, you're not going to intentionally upset someone. But in order to keep the audience around, you have to make it appear like it's real. It's not damning, and it won't attract a large audience if it doesn't appear genuine. That's all it is. And to be honest with you, as weird as it may be for me to say this, I don't think that any of these people really wish any harm. It's just what they have to do to make a living. And again, I may not agree with it, and I may not even think it's morally right. I don't think it is. But it's not illegal, right? There's nothing illegal about it. It's a business, right? The tabloids have been around forever. The TMZ has been around forever on TV. And before that, you had inquiring minds want to know. And remember Star Magazine, Star and the Inquirer, right? That's all this is. It's like the Inquirer. Star Magazine. My mom used to read that shit. I used to laugh at it. I've hated drama since I was a little kid. I couldn't stand the Inquirer and Star and TMZ. I've never been into that type of tabloid stuff. It just does nothing for me. But for some people, they love it. For a lot of people, they love it. To each its own, right? You're not blocked. All right. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up, folks. I'm going to get on out of here. We're at 2 hours and 7 minutes. I want to thank you all for being here. Taking the day off tomorrow to spend with my lady. It is 12:23 a.m. Pacific time, 3:23 a.m. Eastern time. Thank you to everyone for being here. Thank you to all the super chats from the trolls. That's great. And I wish nothing but the best to everyone. Okay. I just, I really wish that everyone could just get along. And I just really wish this Coach Eli stuff, it's so outdone, so outplayed. I just really, really wish it would stop. And I honestly think the people doing it, would stop it if they could. And that's what places this whole situation between a rock and a hard place. But you know what? It is what it is. More power to you. God bless you. God bless everyone. And you all have yourselves a great night. Have a good one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other.